Let me see if I can fast travel all the way to Troskowitz. With a motionless body lying next to him and a car nearby, he notices you, stands up and walks towards you. You see a man bending down on the road ahead with a motionless body. Flee. You got away, 55%. Oh, Jesus Christ. We made it to Troskowitz again, boys. Sleep it off. I'm gonna sleep all day and all night. Man. 6 or 7. It did. Kinda. A little bit. It's better. Can't quite run yet.
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have drunken an entire cask.
You're right, my friend. I drank all I could drink, and I'm still thirsty.
Well, I slept it off at least. And I'm healthy now. I got health back. Hey, brother. Wojtek.
Good evening. What do you need?
About the Cumans.
Is it...
Oh my god, I'm still drunk.
Done?
Really
Right.
drunk.
That shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Are you sure?
I made a
worry.
deal with him.
I had a word with them.
What? What the fuck do you mean, had a word? Are you yanking my pizzle?
It won't cause any more
They
trouble.
made a promise.
Just like that?
No, not just like that. But we became quite friendly after I talked to that dog.
What dog? What are you on about?
No, really.
Go and make a fool of someone else, asshole. Farewell, you yokel.
Jesus Christ, these people are fucking assholes, man.
What's that?
Oh, I still gotta talk to him about Pavlena.
Have you seen
I'm looking for Pavlena.
She's a girl from Zhelyov who sells baskets here sometimes.
If she ain't a local, I don't know nothing about her. Farewell, you vagrant.
I'll go back and sleep some more. Alright, let's see what we can do today. Humans won't be coming
Humans
back.
won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
I'm looking
for
Pavlena,
Pavlena.
the daughter of the herb woman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
Aye, I do. Pavlena still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments, and whatnot.
What
I
not?
ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Jezek the Cooper.
Rat
That
house.
old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Jezek's a drunken sot.
Do you
Would
think
anyone wanna
would
hurt
want
her?
to harm Pavlena?
Bozhena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young lass at the time.
Misfortune.
What was that about a misfortune with Ludmilla?
That was way back. She was the midwife here. She'd give the women herbs and whatnot when they called for her. But then something happened when she was helping out at Yakesh's. His wife, Ludmilla, died, and a child was stillborn. A tragedy it was, and then Bozhena, she left.
Just like that?
Well, to tell the truth, we drove her out.
Oh? Why was that?
Better ask Yakesh if you want to know more. He's often by his son's grave. It's next to the farm.
We'll
What's
tell
this
him more
Jezek
about
like?
Jezek.
And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Jezek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks.
You think Jezek
And
could try
do
to
you think
affect
this
her?
Jezek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably give him a hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
I'm looking,
I'm looking for
Pavlena.
Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What do you know
What
about
can
her?
you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
I heard something
Of
about
course.
that. Why did you drive them out back then?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Who does Pavlena
Pavlena got any
see?
friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all. You could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Is there anyone else
Do
who'd
you
want to
think
harm
anyone
her?
here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskowitz is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
What's new in the
What's
county,
new?
Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
I've seen those. You talk like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men, and that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
I would need to speak with
I need
Sir
to speak
Otto.
with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Is
What's
everything
new,
alright?
Bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskowitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And
What's
what
happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our Master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, Bailiff.
Woodcutter
Roman!
Dushko. Hey. Woodcutter.
You're looking
We're looking for Roman.
I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where
Where
do
should I
you
look?
think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
Let's go.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get inside?
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Well,
Would you play? Would you pay
can't
for
do
that?
it, but you ought to give me something for insurance. I'm the one sticking
Nice.
my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles, so I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are. This ought to do it.
Ooh.
After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
I'm gonna guess it's this one. I don't know.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for two. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
Dushko.
I searched
Search the house.
And what did you find?
Now, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for two, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place
A
where
ditch?
the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell.
This is stream. I'm gonna think if this is it. Oh my god, what's this? It's wine.
Greetings, good man. Will you come over here for a moment? Let's talk. Could you spare
Okay.
a few groschen for charity's sake? I'll be
No, I
straight
can't.
with you. It's to spend down the tavern.
Tell me
Tell
about
me a little
yourself.
about yourself. If I find you to be an upright fellow,
I'm like,
I might be
no,
willing to
there's
indulge
no
you.
I was once a cloth merchant.
I won't.
You'd have been hard put to find a tailor around here who didn't buy my wares. The finest quality at the fairest prices.
So what happened?
Bad times, lad. And bad people. They robbed
Bad
my
people.
cart more than once, and in the end they just drove off with it. Twice they held a dagger to my throat until I emptied my purse. So I ended up on my own, with no livelihood and no money.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But it's not that bad. Every now and then I meet someone who gives me a groschen, and then I'm good for the evening.
Go and bother
Stop
some.
bothering decent folk. Piss off.
All right. No harm done. You know, if
There's a
I
camp over
approach
there.
you with a knife,
How are you
She
faring,
looks
girl?
Well, you know how it is. We minstrels are
Interesting.
always on the move. Times
Minstrels.
are lean and folk need a laugh.
You're not wrong. The poorer people get, the more they drink and sin, and laugh while they're at it.
The poor man sins, the noble sins twice, but the monk and priest are the masters of vice.
What's your name?
What's your name, minstrel girl?
They call me Dancer, but I go by many other names.
And can I hear them?
If you come by after a show, maybe I'll let you give me one yourself, handsome. But now, alas, there's no time to perform. We have to leave here in all haste.
Why the
Why
hurry?
the rush?
Our tricks and jests rub some respectable old farts up the wrong way at the town hall. Our tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife, in the hay,
Oh.
and he caught them in the act.
I bet he didn't find it funny, did he? And they say there's no place for sin anymore.
He Indeed. The bailiff don't take to his pizzle being yanked.
I wonder if I should steal one of the horses. I'm tempted to do that.
Greetings.
Who is that? Agnes. Have you seen Pavlena? Move it. Oh shit. They were here.
Christ, there must have been a fight here. This must be the place Disco was telling me
Oh
about.
no.
All the local lads bring their girls over here.
There's blood.
It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe. Blood? I hope it's not Pavlena's. This is surely
And the rope.
Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If
Ugh.
I had Mutt here, I could let him sniff it. Oh well. Never mind. A trail of blood. I should see where it leads.
That's a big trail. Holy fuck. Somebody's really bleeding roughly. Oh shit. This is the dude.
Jesus.
Fuck, Roman.
This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God. And the body's been munched on by a pig. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Ladybird. Hey man. Lost a pig. Ladybird. Hawk heard Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Your pig found a corpse.
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
I hope that's not.
Blessed Virgin. What god?
I hope it's not Roman.
My guess is it's Roman. A local woodcutter.
By all that's holy. I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Surely she didn't kill him. Oh, Christ. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you noticed
seen
anything
anything
suspicious
going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying
though? Oh
a
shit.
spade.
Which one of them
It's
was
gotta
it?
be Jacek
Straw.
or
That is
Straw?
Slavobor. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye,
Straw.
that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream. Probably for a smooch. The two of them are pretty close. That is, they were. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not.
for sure.
I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Oi, and if
Yep.
he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Where the hell did that pig go? Ladybird! Where are you?
Ladybird, where are you, Ladybird? All right, farmhands. Where's the farm? See if he's got anything.
I heard
There's
you
something
got
about a
really
loot.
fine loot.
Aye, a lovely piece, God's truth. A rich Kuttenberg gent brought it in for repair. He hasn't been back to pick it up yet. Maybe he ran out of coin. The loot itself is worth a fair few groschen, and my repairs won't come cheap either.
You just sell me the
Tell you
loot.
How about you sell me that loot?
I told you, it's not mine to sell. How would I explain that to the gent who brought it to me?
But what if he never comes back? You yourself said he ran out of coin, didn't you?
I said maybe. Do you think anyone would trust me with the repairs again if word got out I was selling off their stuff?
Alright, let's forget it. Sell me that loot or else.
Come on.
Everything has a price.
Anything can be sold if the price is right.
Not this time, friend. I'm an honest craftsman.
You really
Will not
won't
will
sell me
some
that
of the
loot?
loot.
How many times? No, I won't. Now leave me be.
Looking
Excuse
for
me?
Lord Capon.
I'm looking for someone. A friend of mine.
The one who ended up in the pillory with me.
Loads of people have been in the pillory, and you know what it's like. I'm really busy right now.
You haven't seen him then? Tall, fair-haired, fancies himself and talks like a noble.
Sorry, but I'm swamped with work because of
What
the
a shit.
Semine wedding. Everyone wants new clothes from me. Even Bashka the butcher ordered a jacket fit for a king, and he isn't even going to the wedding. So no, I haven't seen your friend, and I can't help you. Sorry.
I heard
Can I
about
ask
you
what
and
happened
Bojana.
between you and that midwife, Bojana? I heard you banished her from the village because of some mishap with your wife.
Mishap.
That was no mishap. The witch killed my son and damned him to hell.
Wait a moment.
Damn.
Start from the beginning. What do you mean she killed and damned your son?
My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over
Marushka.
before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhina is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhina! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhina came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhina's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
So you still blame
So
her?
you still blame her for it?
And why shouldn't I? I haven't told you the half of it yet. I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhina did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So I'm sure you understand what I did after. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
My
Thank you
condolences.
for telling me about it. You have my condolences.
Aye, but words won't bring them back.
Who
What
are
are
you
you praying
praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
What
Do you
about
have
your other
other
children?
I guess
One of my
he does.
daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and
Helena.
Olena are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
Zoradzik Kabila
Well,
is
I
my
only
father.
got to know my father recently. He's the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Well, you do look like a man with blue blood. That I can't deny.
Well, thanks, but actually I'm a bastard. My ma was a commoner, so she couldn't marry Sir Radzig. Fortunately, his loyal subject Martin took her in and raised me like his own.
Out of duty?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. But however it started, they became close, and later, when they died, Sir Radzig took charge of me. So actually, I have two fathers.
God's will. There are times I wish I'd died before Yaroslav. I'd have saved myself all the misery since then. And all that's still to come.
How
Why
come
is he
he's
buried there?
there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
When did your son
did he
die?
die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks.
Your farmhand got caught
I'm
up
looking
in
for
murder.
Straw, your farmhand. I believe he was involved in a murder.
A murder? What murder?
The woodcutter
murder.
Roman was killed, and his body buried in the forest.
Sweet Jesus! But why would Straw, of all people, do something like that? He didn't even know Roman that well. Straw is here on the farm somewhere, so ask him about it. But be careful. We could drag you before the bailiff if you make any false accusations.
That's why I gotta talk to him, see what's going on. See if he knows anything. I found a corpse.
By the woods, along the way to the cemetery.
It's Roman. Someone buried him there, but some pigs dug him up. It looks like murder.
Jesus Christ! It's a good thing his late father's not around to hear about it. That's all we need. A murder? Do you know who did it?
Hugo the Hogger saw a farmhand, Straw, carrying a spade there.
Straw? You mean Slavobor from Yakesh farm?
Slavopol.
Wait now. You need to watch your step there. Yakesh is a relative of mine and he's well respected in the village. I can't just go accusing one of his hands of murder without proof. What would people think? You'll have to deal with Straw yourself, without a fuss. Get a confession out of him and then come back. I won't waste my time looking into
I can't find him.
idle gossip.
So this Yakesh
Yakesh
is
is
your
your
kin,
relative.
Aye, our grandfathers were brothers. And even if he weren't kin, Yakesh is a good man and he ain't had it easy in life.
Can't
You
you
should
send
send someone
someone
with
with
me.
me to help?
Are you afraid of a simple farmhand? If he attacks you, defend yourself. But try not to kill him and bring him here to me in one piece. If he really did it, he'll swing for it. We can't have folk being murdered willy-nilly, even if they might have been asking for it. Justice must be seen to be done.
What if
And what
Jackish were
Yakesh
mixed up
had
in it?
something to do with it?
Never. It's true, sometimes he gets all worked up in the tavern when he's had a few. And then starts spitting hellfire on that witch Bojena. But he wouldn't be capable of doing anything like that. If he's a killer, then I'll start hooting cuckoo and fly off to the woods.
I'll take
Alright.
care of it, whatever.
I'll
It's
sort
fine.
it out with him myself.
If he did it, bring him here to me. I'll take care of the rest.
It's not looking good. There you are, piece of shit. You buried Roman's
Are
body.
you the one they call Straw?
Yeah. Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
What?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Calm down. I don't want to
Take
hurt.
it easy. I don't want to do you any harm. I just wanted to know what really happened with Pavlena and Roman.
All right, then. Well,
Good.
it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much. But when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah?
Carry on.
Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bozhina, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
What's it got to do with Pavlena? I know something about the children who died unbaptized.
Actually, children who die unbaptized aren't damned. I heard a priest once talking about some place called Crimbo or something. It's like hell.
Limbo.
only the colours are different. And it's, I think, underground? Or in Prague.
Can I carry on?
Right, yeah. So, you were in the tavern with Yakesh, and...
When he had 3 or 4 jugs inside him, Yakish started on about how he'd give anything to see Bozhina suffer the same pain as he did. It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
Tell me where Pavlena is.
So you two idiots decided to kill Pavlena? Is that how it was?
No. We just wanted to scare her off, so she wouldn't come here again. We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar. And he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him. I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zhelyov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
I gotta take him to the bailiff.
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Kurva, I really didn't want it to end like this.
Jesus.
I brought you Slavobor. They call him Straw, from Yakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
He's making light of his crime. He deserves punishment. He didn't have evil intentions. Take that into account. Send him to the gallows. He's making light of his crime. He
Straw's
deserves
not
punishment.
telling the whole truth. He and his brother attacked Pavlena, thinking they could get something out of him.
I might have known. We'll keep Straw under lock and key until I decide what to do with him. Thanks for bringing him in, Henry. Roman was an honest Christian. It's a great shame.
I'm gonna go for Pav. God damn it, now we gotta go straight to her.
Nice out today.
Svatya.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Oh shit, it was Svatya. I didn't even see him. Alright, let's go get Pav. Yeah, and the guy was Trying to mask it off as if self-defense. I'm like, what? Self-defense my ass. They were the ones that caused the situation. They had no... Like, other than being idiots, they had no good motive to attack them. That was not self-defense.